Hi Taurus, and welcome. This is your general scope for the month of April 2017. And if you have not watched my weekly for the April 3rd weekly general scopes, I'm talking about Mercury in retrograde. And so if you're not familiar, Mercury is the planet of communication, and that's when things go array with anything that has to do with communicating. So it takes effect on April 9th and ends May 3rd, and it does actually lingers. It does linger, so it still has its effects 2 weeks before it begins and 2 weeks after it ends. And so anything with communication. So this is what occurs or happens when Mercury goes retrograde. It appears to be moving backwards. That's why they call it a retrograde. And so what happens is anything regarding your computers will act up and start getting a little bit funky. Cell phones will act up and start getting a little funky. There's going to be a lot more miscommunications, a lot more arguments and fighting. A lot of domestic disputes happens, and a lot of car accidents. More car accidents on the road happens as well. And so, but the length is about a month, so it's about 3 to 4 weeks. So it starts April 9th and ends May 3rd. And so that's what happens with that. So let's just get started with you. And I have to remember this is for the month, because I think when I did Aries, I was talking about it being the weekly. I've been doing so much of those that I forgot I was doing a monthly, but it is for the month, so I have to keep my mind on that. So we start off with the Ace of Cups. Beautiful card to start off the month with. I have to keep in mind I am doing the monthlies. This is about new beginnings, emotional abundance, emotional overflow, like your cup runneth over, and new emotional beginnings. So it could be the beginning of new love for you, starting out the beginning of the month. It is also an ace card, so whatever, it's a yes. So whatever questions I did not answer, it is a yes to. What else could be going on? It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be new friendships building, new business partnerships building, beginning. But it's an emotional card, so just keep that in mind. So full of love. You could also just be feeling full of love for just no matter what reasons. You just be feeling it, and you could be in touch with your spiritualness, or be feeling spirited, and so you're just feeling abundantly overjoyed, lots of joy for no reason. I don't think I have anything else to say about that. Page of Cups is next. So trust your intuitions. Listen to your intuition. Listen to that whisper that goes on in your ear or inside of you. It is another emotional card. It is another card of new beginnings. You could be getting emotional news coming your way. Again, this could be a card of love, just beginning, but this could also be a card that you are dealing with an emotionally immature person, but like I said, it kind of makes sense with this one. Maybe beginning of new love coming in, but again, it does not necessarily have to be romantic. Could be a very good friendship starting out. It could be you're dealing with your child or somebody else's child as well, beginning of the month. Like emotional news. Could be an invitation, a love invitation, going out on a date, or that beginnings of, I like you, kind of letting them know that they like you. But like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. It could be the beginning of a good new beginning of a new friendship, a good friendship at that. But it also says to trust your intuitions as well. Next card we have is the Knight of Wands. Okay, this is a bit lengthy, I have to say. This is very detailed, very in-depth kind of card. Lots to say about this card. But in a nutshell, I will put it this way. This is Wands are impulsiveness. Dealing with impulsiveness, you could be feeling a little bit impulsive or a lot impulsive. This is swift, quick energy and is an action card. So, because it's movement in the right direction. That's one that I want to say. This could be, like I said, a very good friend. Or it could be somebody that you just meet. This is a person who's very energetic. It's a very energetic kind of card. You could be feeling quite energetic yourself about mid-month or so. And but like I say, energy flows. It doesn't necessarily mean beginning, ending, beginning, middle, ending of the month. This could be, it's energy that flows all the way through. But it could be somebody you just meet. This is also a swift, quick message that comes to you. Very energetic. This could be, if it's not the energy of that energetic energy, it could be a person. And if it is a person, this person is a good person, very adventurous, exciting, new, impulsive, can be reckless, but that'll be if it's this way, I believe. If it's upside down or reversed, keeps you in stitches, has a lot of exciting experiences that he or she shares with you, and can take you on those, and you can experience those kinds of things with this person. Like I said, it's good to have as a friend, to hang out with and so forth, but not good to have as a romantic partner. And that is due to this person does not stay in one place for very long. If this person will leave at a whim's notice, or no notice at all, for more to experience more adventures and journeys, and experience those experiences. You know, and it's almost like a what do you call that? This could also be a person who is a adventure junkie as well. Could be that as well. But other than that, like I said, good friend to have, very good friend to have, just not good to have as a romantic partner. Okay, next we have is the Six of Wands. This is, the sixes are harmony and balance, so a lot of harmony and balance going on with you about mid-month. And this is a victory card. This is also a card of recognition. Could be public recognition. You could be noticed for something, a good deed done, and could be done like maybe in an office setting. You're being recognized and awarded for something. You have a lot of supporters. So victory card. Awarded for something doesn't necessarily have to be with business or employment. It could be about other things as well. Kudos to something that you did, regardless, but you got a lot of supporters with you. But a good victory card. Next card we have is the Four of Coins. A lot of messages with this card too. A few things going on. If it is okay, sorry, I am waiting for a message because I need to go on an errand. This is about, this can be a card about being greedy with your finances, or greedy with your time. So those are a couple of messages that goes on with this. Then it also could be, well, or not just greedy, but very protective as well. Not necessarily greedy, but could be very protective of what you have and what you possess. But that also leads with time too, because I always associate with the coins or the pentacles not necessarily just with finances. I also associate it with time. So you could also be very possessive of your time. Or if it is more on a romantic scale, I'll say that this person is heavy on your mind and heavy in your heart, and that's that. Or you could have somebody, it could be vice versa. You know, you're on somebody else's mind, really heavy on somebody else's mind and heavy in somebody else's heart. So a few things going on with that. Force is about balance, though. So I just want to set that straight. So you want to be balanced in how you use and spend your time, and how you use and spend your money as well. So it's, I guess that's one part that it's teaching you, the balance in it. Next card we have is another ace. It's an Ace of Swords. This is about new beginnings as well. This could be about new ways of thinking and new ways of communicating. And so, like I said, that Mercury in retrograde, you want to watch how you think and you want to watch how you speak, but you also want to be able to know how to react the way somebody else is thinking or speaking to you as well. It's a good card, though, but new beginnings, moving forward. It is, again, a righteous energy, and it's some truth may come in, some new beginnings of truth as well coming in, and then it is a yes as well. It's an ace card, so it is also a yes card. So whatever questions I do not answer, it is also a yes to. First one could be an emotional yes. This one is a more thinking and communicating kind of yes. Okay. Last card we have is the Five of Cups. You want to watch yourself and your moods at the end of the month. You could be feeling in a funky mood. Maybe, I'm sorry, excuse me, I scratched my nose. You could be feeling in a funk. This is an emotional card too, but I sense it. The message coming to me is by this time of the month, maybe you ran out of money and you're feeling in a funk. You're just depressed. You're quite moody, and that might be for some of you. You don't want to be bothered by anybody. You're just feeling in a funk. So, but I want to say, you know, sometimes it's okay. But it could be for any other reason. You could be feeling depressed and moody. Maybe that relationship didn't quite work out the way you wanted it to. It started out really great, but maybe, you know, or maybe you're having second thoughts. Maybe you're focusing on the ones that are fallen, the cups that are fallen. Don't do that. You want to focus on the ones that are still standing upright. But like I say, it's okay to visit and be depressed at sometimes you need that moment of grieving for whatever you might be grieving something, the loss of something, but you don't want to. It's okay to visit. It's not okay to live there. Okay, so you don't want to stay in this funk. And I will pull one more card for you because I don't want to end up on that note. Beautiful, beautiful. So apparently you can get out of that funk. The World card is the last card for you, and it's a card of a full journey, coming full circle. It could be a literal trip taken. It is a success card. It is a completion. So you're a whole now. So very good card to have, and it's a major arcana. I'm sorry, I scratched my nose again. It is a major arcana. You want to keep important. It's a positive card, so you're ending on a positive note. So I'm glad you're not staying in that funk. You come out of it. Maybe you have supporters to help you get through it, whatever you're going through, grieving, being depressed about something. Because some people also are clinically depressed and they're on medications for that. So maybe you're going, and I can understand that. I did work with the mental health industry at one point, and I can totally relate and understand to that. And me being a Pisces, I go through depressive states all the time. Well, not all the time, but I go through them and I can understand them. That's why I can say it's okay to visit, just don't live there. So let's kind of recap here. You start off the month very wonderfully, emotional abundance. Your cup runneth over. You could be feeling like this for no reason, or it could be the beginning of new love. Not just as a romantic love. It could be romantic, but it could be also a good friendship. beginning. It is also an ace card. It is a yes to whatever questions I did not answer. And then I'm going to tell you that to listen to your intuitions. Trust your intuitions at the beginning of the month as well. Someone's trying to tell you something. Okay, trust it and go with your gut feelings. It is also a card of new beginnings, emotional beginnings. You could be getting emotional news at the beginning of the month too, or you could be dealing with an immature person, an emotionally immature person. You could be dealing with your own child or that of another child as well. And then we come to impulsive energies, or a very energetic time of the month, and that's still maybe about mid-month or so. Feeling very energetic, very excited. It's an exciting energy. It could be related to that emotional state that you're in, regardless if it's romance or new friendship. Good friend to have, takes you on adventures, shows you new experiences, keeps you in stitches. Good friend to have, but not so good to have as if it is a new person that's coming into your life, not good to have as, it's a fire sign too. Not good to have as a romantic partner, because they do not stay in one place for very long. Then we have a victory coming up, public recognition, awards. You have supporters. You could get kudos for something. Other than that, if it's not quite victorious, you do have a lot of supporters, but it is a victory card for you. And then you want to watch how you spend your time and spend your finances, because you might be holding on too tightly to that. You want to keep the balance on that. Okay, and then we come to another yes. Whatever questions I do not answer, it is a yes to. This is a more on logic. So you're thinking, you're beginning to think a lot differently and probably communicating a lot differently. But just be careful, like I said, Mercury in retrograde. So you want to watch on how you communicate to other people and watch for the miscommunications, but you want to watch how you react to other people as well. And it is a righteous card. It's a truthful card as well. And you're going to be feeling or going into a funk, a depressive state at the end of the month. And quite moody. Just remember, it's okay to visit, do not live there. You're too focused on the cups that have fallen than the two that are still standing for you. So turn that around and look at the ones and focus on the ones that are still standing. But then we end up with the world. And so you could be feeling on top of the world by the ending of the month. And you've come full circle. You've made a full journey. It's a cycle that's completed. You've come to a completion, and it is successful. Or you could be taking a little trip. It doesn't necessarily mean far away. You could be taking a short trip as well, not necessarily far away. So I thank you for watching. That was pretty lengthy. But very good. Very good. Not too bad. Just remember that Mercury in retrograde, and watch your moods as well. So I do again thank you for watching. Have a fabulous month. Remember, it takes two to row, and I bid you aloha.